Okay, I think we're going to start. So good afternoon, everyone, and happy Nursing Week to all the nurses attending today. For those of you that do not know me, I am Annette Weirs, and I'm the Chief of Nursing Practice and Research at WeRPN. And I'm honored to be the facilitator for this session entitled Empowering Nursing Through Self-Care Writing. And just a moment here, let me get that to work. Perfect. We would like to begin the session by acknowledging that WeRPN is located on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe people. With this, we respect the long-standing relationships that Indigenous nations have to this land, as they are the original caretakers. We acknowledge historical and ongoing injustices that First Nation, Inuit, and Métis peoples endure in Canada. And we accept responsibility as a professional organization to contribute towards revealing and correcting misinformation, as well as renewing respectful relationships with Indigenous communities through our teaching, research, care provision, and community service. Please also take time from wherever you are viewing today to also acknowledge the land from where you are. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of the registered practical nurses across the province in the care continuum and actually beyond our province today, and extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for all your ongoing care to our patients, residents, and clients, whatever setting that you are practicing, as you go above and beyond every day in your commitment to care. So happy Nursing Week to all the nurses out there. As a virtual attendee, you can engage through the chat and also the Q&A if you have questions for our speaker as we go through the presentation. And if you require technical assistance, there will be information in the chat where you can contact ppractice@werpn.com, or you can call Itzel, who will assist you, and her number is 905-602-4664. Her extension is 228, and you'll see that put in the chat as well. And don't forget to stay on to the very end of the session, because we have for each session had a lovely gift basket. There's going to be a wheel spun, and whoever's name is selected will receive a lovely WeRPN swag basket. So stay on till the very end. Okay, with that, I have now the pleasure of introducing our speaker for this session. With 25 years as a social worker and 10 years as a university writing instructor, Lori Sauvé has explored how writing and therapeutic strategies enhance mental clarity and well-being. She's helped clients and students declutter their thoughts, gain clarity, and move forward with confidence. After earning her certification in forest bathing, Lori discovered the profound synergy between nature's calming power and transformative impact of writing. Inspired by this connection, she founded Trees and Breathe in the summer of 2020. Based in Ottawa, Ontario, she offers in-person, outdoor, online, and on-demand therapeutic writing workshops. And we are so pleased to have her here today. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Lori.
Thank you so much, Annette. And thank you, everybody, for coming out. I truly am honored to have this opportunity to introduce the benefits of therapeutic writing to you. So I am going to share my slides right now. Okay, and there we go. All right, so as Annette said, today's workshop is called Empowering Nurses Through Writing, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you an introduction on how to do that. And the reason I designed this workshop for you is that you, nurses, are always giving to others, and I recognize the demands and challenges of your profession and how that can take a toll on your emotional well-being and sometimes leading to stress and burnout. And of course, when we all feel diminished in some way, it can be very difficult to fully take charge in our roles. And when we're tired, sometimes it's easier to just sit back and give in, even if we don't agree with something. So I have structured this workshop to be a self-care opportunity for you, because taking care of ourselves is a way to regain strength and ultimately empower ourselves, take charge when we need to. So I'll tell you just briefly the groundings, the root theories of my workshops. They offer a unique combination of nature prompts with writing strategies and mindfulness tools. And when those are combined together, they set you up for gaining clarity, feeling calm, and enhancing your overall well-being. Now, as I said, keep in mind, this workshop is a beginning. And maybe for many of you, it's an introduction to the benefits of therapeutic writing. But I can tell you that by incorporating therapeutic writing into a regular self-care practice, it will help to keep your emotional well-being in check, which of course has benefits for both your personal and professional life. But right now, it's time for you to sit back, let me do the work. I'll be guiding you through this whole workshop. I'll be giving you instructions to help you connect with yourself, the space you're in, and your writing. I'll be telling you when to start writing, then I'll disappear from your screen while you are writing, and I'll return to give you a 15 seconds heads up before stopping time. To benefit the most from this workshop, you just need to follow my instructions. On that note, it's time to prepare. Ensure you are in a comfortable, quiet writing space. Silence all of your devices. And I suggest you turn over your phone, or better yet, move it out of your space. Have a writing book, a pen or pencil, and a highlighter or other colored pen. And know that the breeze from an open window can enhance your experience as long as it's not distracting. And finally, feel free to have your camera on or off, whatever is most comfortable for you. As you are settling into your comfortable writing space and ensuring that you have everything you need for the workshop, I'll explain a key writing strategy that you're going to use in this workshop. It's called free writing. Free writing is simply writing without stopping to a given prompt for a set period of time. We do free writing in my workshops because this is the tool that allows us to dig deep into our minds and access pure, uncensored thoughts, which we can then examine to understand ourselves better. But there is a key. There's a key for this kind of mind digging, and no negotiables on this. When you're writing, just record your thoughts as they roll through you. That means while you're writing, there's no stopping, no correcting, no crossing out, no changing words, no revising grammar or fixing spelling. You can repeat as much as you need to, and if you don't know what to write, just write that. I don't know what to write. If you're thinking that I sound crazy, right? Lori sounds crazy. Just start writing anything and don't stop until I tell you the time is up. Also, very important for you to know, no one is going to see your writing, and that allows you to be honest with yourself. So, without any more information, we're going to begin. At this time, I encourage you to invite yourself to gain from your writing today. Take 5 seconds to silently say, whatever happens here is useful. Go ahead. Let's get started. Open your writing book and turn to a fresh page. Nothing else is on your page. At the top of the page, write Personal Scan 1. Underline it. Personal Scan 1. Underline it. Then put your pen down and sit back in your comfortable space. To help immerse into a deeper comfort level, I encourage you to close your eyes. Simply notice how good it is to breathe. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold for 2, 3, 4, and let it out through your nose for 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold for 2, 3, 4, and let it out through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Now breathe in through your nose as you lift your shoulders to your ears, and breathe out through your nose as you set them down again. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in through your nose as you lift your shoulders to your ears, and breathe out through your nose as you set them down. Inhale through your nose and gently let your head fall forward, and exhale through your nose. Let your head hang forward for 2, 3, 4, and with your head still down, slowly turn to your right for 2, 3, 4, and slowly to your left for 2, 3, 4, and now back to center. Inhale as you gently raise your head up in line with your shoulders. Exhale. Ensure your shoulders are back and down, and breathe comfortably as you listen to prepare for the first part of writing for today. Continue keeping your eyes closed. Nature has healing properties that help us to feel better, restore our mood, energy, vitality, refresh and rejuvenate us. Our nervous systems can reset as we open our senses to nature, allowing our bodies and our minds to heal. We use writing to tell ourselves the truth, what we like, what we don't like, what we'd like more of, what we'd like less of. Writing gives us a place to examine our opinions and ask why, and hear what we need to hear. And through this gained self-knowledge, a shift in our clarity can occur and set us up for strong decision-making. Keeping your eyes closed, check in how you feel right now, both mind and body. Take 20 seconds to check in. Go ahead. Time. Slowly open your eyes. Turn to your writing book. And under Personal Scan 1, write I feel. Under Personal Scan 1, write I feel. And this will be your first free write of today's workshop. Remember, your job is to just write whatever comes to mind without stopping. I feel. Take 1 minute. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Turn over the top right corner of your page that you just wrote on. And then you can put your pen down once again, sit back in your comfortable space, and turn your gaze back to the picture on your screen. Nature is a paradise of healing. We have many opportunities to take in its nourishment, even when we're inside. And we can think of these opportunities as invitations to our senses. All we have to do is accept these invitations in order to take in nature's healing properties. Today, we'll accept the invitation to our sense of sight. Begin by looking at this forest on your screen. Take a moment to notice details. You might notice leaves or branches, maybe plant stems, soil, tree bark. Maybe you're noticing sun, shadows, maybe sky. And as you're observing these details in front of you, now notice only color. Only color. And now notice only shape. Only shape. And now only size. Only size. And while you're noticing these details of nature, maybe you see a tree branch leaning towards a neighbor tree, or maybe stretching towards the sun. Maybe you're noticing a plant leaf or stem reaching towards a neighbor plant, or maybe stretching towards the sun to get nourished by the sun. The tree, the plant knows what it needs and gets it. And this is an example of nature showing resilience. Turn to your personal scan 1 that you just wrote and skip the next page past it. On the page after that skipped page, right at the top, I am resilient because. I am resilient because. Now I'll repeat that. After your personal scan 1, you skip a page. After that skip page, right at the top, I am resilient because. You are on the page after the skipped page. Complete this sentence with whatever comes to mind. And this time, continue with free writing for 5 minutes. Remember, your job is to just write anything without stopping until the time is up. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Read what you wrote without judgment or analysis. Just let your words flow over you. You are the observer as you're reading. And as you're reading, highlight or underline one word, phrase, or sentence that grabs your attention. You don't have to know why it does, it just does. So once again, read what you wrote and highlight or underline one word, phrase, or sentence. Take 1 minute to do that. Go ahead. Fifteen seconds. Time. Turn to the next page after you're writing. And at the top left side of that page, leave space for one word. So turn to the next page after you're writing, and at the top left side of that space, of that page, leave space for one word. And beside that space, write your word, phrase, or sentence that you just highlighted or underlined. You should have a space followed by your word, phrase, or sentence. And then go back to that space and add the word by in front of your word, phrase, or sentence. Add the word by, B-Y, in that space in front of your word, phrase, or sentence. Underneath or beside, if you have room, your word, phrase, or sentence, write the words I mean. So underneath or beside your word, phrase, or sentence, write the words I mean. Now you should have by followed by word, phrase, or sentence, I mean. By followed by word, phrase, or sentence, I mean. Complete this sentence with whatever comes to mind and continue free writing for another 5 minutes. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Read what you wrote and highlight or underline this time everything that you'd like to learn more about. It can be big, it can be small. Every word, phrase, or sentence that gets your attention, highlight or underline it. This time you'll have 2 minutes to do that. Go ahead, reading and highlighting or underlining everything. 15 seconds. Time. Turn to the next page after you're writing. And at the top of that page, write, I'd like to learn more about. I'd like to learn more about. And you're going to take everything you just highlighted or underlined and list these words, phrases, and sentences vertically on this new I'd like to learn more about page. You're creating a list. So once again, take everything you just highlighted or underlined and list them vertically on the I'd like to learn more about page. Now, if you have a long passage, feel free to write only keywords. You have 2 minutes to list everything you just highlighted or underlined. Go ahead. 15 seconds. And time. Turn over the top right corner of this page and then just put your pen down and sit back in your writing space. And we'll take a small break from writing as we move on to accept the second invitation from nature to our sense of sight. Back to the forest on your screen, we'll look for beautiful patterns that nature creates. As you're looking at your screen, I do encourage you to notice patterns, any patterns. Sometimes we can see patterns in the organization of leaves. Sometimes when we look at the leaves and then we look at the veins on them, we can see patterns in how these veins are sitting on the leaves. We can also see patterns on lines in the tree bark. And in the rows of knots on the bark. We do sometimes see patterns. Maybe we see patterns in simply the position of tree after tree after tree. And these patterns tend to relax us. They can have almost a mesmerizing effect, a calming power. But patterns in nature do much more than simply relax and comfort us. As we look at these patterns, they can fill us up with amazement and awe. And a sense of awe makes us pause. And in this pause state, we can gain perspective and clarity about what's important to us. Turn back to your book and turn to the next page past your last writing. And at the top of that next page, write, "The patterns in my life are." You're on the next page past your last writing. At the top of the page, write, "The patterns in my life are." Complete this sentence with whatever comes to mind and continue free writing for 5 minutes. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Read what you wrote and highlight or underline one word, phrase, or sentence that gets your attention in some way. Remember, you don't have to know why it does, it just does. So take 1 minute to read what you wrote and highlight or underline one word, phrase, or sentence. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Turn to the next page past your writing. And at the top left of that page, leave space for 2 words and write your word, phrase, or sentence beside that space. Once again, turn to the next page past your writing, and at the top left of that page, leave space for 2 words and write your word, phrase, or sentence beside that space. In that space in front of your word, phrase, or sentence, write the words I chose. In that space in front of your word, phrase, or sentence, write I chose. Beside or underneath your word, phrase, or sentence, write because. Beside or underneath your word, phrase, or sentence, write because. Now you should have I chose your word, phrase, or sentence because. I chose word, phrase, or sentence because. Complete this sentence with whatever comes to mind and continue free writing for your final 5-minute free write of today's workshop. Go ahead. 15 seconds. And time. Read what you wrote and highlight or underline everything that you'd like to learn more about. Everything big or small, every word, phrase, or sentence that gets your attention, highlight or underline it. Take 2 minutes. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Add everything you just highlighted or underlined to your list that you started on your I'd like to learn more about page. So you may want to keep your hand or an object on your current page for easy access as you flip backwards to your I'd like to learn more about page. By the way, it does have a turned up right corner. And remember, you can write keywords only if you have a long passage. So take 2 minutes to add all of those highlighted or underlined items to your list on your I'd like to learn more about page. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Stay on this page. Read your list and then number the items on your list in order of priority or interest to you, with number 1 being the highest. So once again, read your list and then number the items on the list in order of priority or interest to you, with number 1 being the highest. And please know that items can share a number. So you have 1 minute to do this. Go with your gut reaction. Go ahead. "15 seconds. Time. You have now created a list of what's been at the root of your thoughts lately, and you have identified what's important to you, which of course is critical for making change of any kind. Go back to your personal scan 1. You have a turned over top right page corner. It was the first writing that you did today. Go back, personal scan 1, and then you skip the page following that. Well, on that skipped page, write personal scan 2 at the top of the page. So once again, go back to personal scan 1 and then go to the skipped page. At the top of that blank page, write personal scan 2, underline it, and put your pen down. And we'll just take a moment to sit back in our comfortable writing spaces. And I do encourage you to once again close your eyes. And we'll notice how good it is to breathe. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold for 2, 3, 4, and this time sigh it out through your mouth. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath through your nose and hold for 2, 3, 4, and sigh it out through your mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, check in how you feel right now, both mind and body. Take 20 seconds. Go ahead. Time. Open your eyes. And under personal scan 2, write I feel. Under personal scan 2, write I feel. Complete this sentence with whatever comes to mind and continue free writing for 1 minute for your final writing of today's workshop. Go ahead. 15 seconds. Time. Now, you might find it interesting to compare your personal scans. So, read personal scan 1 and personal scan 2 and notice if there are differences between the two. There may not be, and that's okay, but just notice. And once you finish comparing, you can just sit back and breathe comfortably. Take 1 minute to review your scans. Go ahead. 15 seconds. And time. Now, just before we close out today's workshop, I encourage you to invite yourself to gain from your writing today. Take 5 seconds to silently say, whatever happened here is useful. Go ahead. We are now at the end of today's workshop, and you know more about opening yourself to the invitations from nature to feel a sense of calm, and how to use writing to access maybe deep thoughts, declutter your mind, and start gaining clarity. You may be feeling relaxed or tired, maybe energized, and some of you might be feeling intense emotions right now. There is no one way to be. Know that whatever your response is, it's for a healthy reason, as you have identified a path to examine what's important to you. So you might want to read your writing after today's workshop, maybe make notes about anything that happened here for you, as this can contribute to building self-awareness. So I would like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for trusting me to guide you in your therapeutic writing today. I hope you feel really good about the time you took to invest in yourself. And if you are interested in digging much deeper for more profound results, you may want to try some of my on-demand workshops. I believe those links, or this link right here, is being put into the chat for you. I have a 6-week series called Right to the Root and 6 independent workshops called Turn a New Leaf. And if for some reason we're not getting that into the chat, I'm happy to send it to you. I'm also happy to extend a 20% discount on these workshops until June 15th using a special code that I set up for you, RPN, all caps 20. RPN 20. So if that could be put into the chat as well, or you can just write that down. Finally, and then I'll stop talking, I also have a free monthly online writing gathering. It's called Dig It, and you can get details and sign up at this link, which is right here.
Thank you so much, Lori, for the session. I really found it was a very honest way of really looking into yourself. And I thought it was and one of the things that came up for my words was honest, and it gave you that opportunity to be honest with yourself. So thank you so much. It was really a wonderful workshop. Is Lori still there?
She may have logged off by accident.
Oh, I think she got logged. Oh my goodness, she's logged off. So sorry about that. Um, I guess we won't be able to ask her questions if she's logged off. I do have a couple announcements that I would like to make, though, for all of you. Thank you for attending today. Don't forget that we will be having our next regional in-person workshop that will be held in Guelph on May 30th, and registration is currently open on our website. We also have our AGM in October on the 23rd and 24th, and we are now back to our in-person live events, AGM and conference. It'll be back to our 2-day event. So we hope that you can make the time to attend. We'll have some amazing presentations there. We also have our Awards of Excellence that is open currently. And so if you know a great RPN that you'd like to nominate, please go to our website and do that. And for any of you that would like to present at our conference in October, we are also, our call for abstracts is open. So please submit if you'd like to present at our conference.
And
Thank
Lori's
you,
back.
Lori. See, Lori got back.
I am so sorry that at least I finished the workshop, everybody. I think we had one of those tiny little brownouts and everything went dead. And I went, oh no! But I was able to log on. Here I am. I'm so sorry for that. The
Oh, no
only thing
problem.
the only thing I left out on my slide was I wanted to offer everybody to contact me. With my contact information, if you have any questions, I also offer a free 15-minute consultation. So I can put that in the chat. Do we have time for questions, Annette?
Sure, we can make some time for questions. Absolutely. Does anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask Lori? JP, do you see any questions?
No, no questions in chat or the QA.
Questions in chat? I think
Sometimes the
there,
questions come
I think,
later after
yes.
you reflect. And honestly, feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear from you. So just send me any other questions. Like I said, happy to have a conversation about therapeutic writing with you.
Thank you, Lori. I thought the session was incredible. I felt it was a really great way to de-stress in a safe place when you're writing to yourself. And it really gave you that opportunity to be reflective, and there's that piece of self-awareness that it brought out when you were writing. And I was saying, as you when you round out there, that one of the words I wrote was honest, that it really made you honest with yourself. And so I really appreciated that, and found the exercise was so lovely. And I really appreciate you taking the time to go through it with us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Annette, and I'm glad it was useful for you. I do actually see one question on the chat. Are there other writing prompts to try? Yes, there's tons of writing prompts. I really encourage you. I see my website is here. The links are here. Take a look. Take a look at them. And these are 12 in total. You would have 12 different 1-hour workshops that you get lifetime access to. And these are filled with something very similar to what you experienced today, but of course, completely different themes, completely different prompts. So I do encourage that. Also, my online monthly free workshop. We only write for 20 minutes max. It's short, but we do have conversation after. So you can definitely access more prompts through the on-demand workshops and coming once a month. Please, again, feel free to reach out with any more questions.